Meeting, a really good, very productive meeting. I think you're going to have hopefully a really great mayor. The better he does, the happier I am. I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually. He said a lot of my voters actually voted for him, and I'm okay with that. He wants to have a safe New York. Ultimately, a safe New York is going to be a great New York. And we talked about Con Edison. We have to work a little bit on getting the prices because, you know, we've gotten fuel prices way down, but it hasn't shown up in Con Edison. And we're going to have to talk to them. You know, if we're sending them fuel at a much lower price than it was a year ago, which is true, we have to get Con Edison to start lowering their rates.
Absolutely.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
That's okay. You can just say yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind. You know, we had some interesting conversation, and some of his ideas really are the same ideas that I have. And he said some things that were very interesting as to housing construction. And he wants to see houses go up. He wants to see a lot of houses created, a lot of apartments built, etc. And, you know, we actually, people would be shocked. But I want to see the same thing.
In speech, you didn't mention anything about America or.
We had a meeting today that actually surprised me. He wants to see no crime. He wants to see housing being built. He wants to see rents coming down. All things that I agree with. He'd like to see them come down, ideally by building a lot of additional housing. Yeah. That's the ultimate way. He agrees with that, and so do I. But if I read the newspapers and the stories, I don't hear that. But I heard him say it today, and I think that's a very positive step. I expect to be helping him, not hurting him. A big help, because I want New York City to be great. I think this mayor can do some things that are going to be really great.
Would you feel comfortable living in New York City under a Mamdani administration?
Yeah, I would. I really would, especially after the meeting. Absolutely. We agree on a lot more than I would have thought. I want him to do a great job, and we'll help him do a great job. That's a very long drive. I'll stick up for you. You know, the plane takes you 30 minutes, and driving takes you a long time.
Do you view the mayor-elect as the true leader of the Democrat Party? And do you think Leader Schumer is a leader?
Being the mayor of New York City is a big deal.
Absolutely.
I always said, you know, one of the things I would have loved to be someday is the mayor of New York City. I think you really have a chance to make it great.
Mr. President, you said you love.
For some reason, the press has found this to be a very interesting meeting. The biggest people in the world, they come over from countries nobody cares. But they did care about this meeting, and it was a great meeting. I watched. I said, who is this guy? He was at 1, then he was at 3, then he was at 5, then he was at 9. Then he went up to 17. I said, that's getting a little bit interesting, right? And then all of a sudden he wins a primary that nobody expected he was going to win.